Energy regulator NERSA to hold its first public hearings in Cape Town today on Eskom's proposed electricity price increases. And black fruit producers in the Western Cape join their white counterparts and condemn the ongoing farm workers' strike in the province. I'm Richard Brooks. Energy regulator NERSA will hold its first public hearings in Cape Town today on Eskom's proposed electricity price increases. Eskom has applied to raise electricity prices by 16% per year over the next 5 years. Cyril Menkes reports.
The public sittings are expected to be heavily contested, with a number of organizations having already raised objections. 1.1 trillion rand, that's what Eskom estimates it will need for its infrastructure maintenance, staff cost and growth. Unfortunately, the South African public will have to foot the bill. If the increase is granted, electricity will rise from the current 61 cent per kilowatt hour to 128 cent per kilowatt hour in 2017-2018. This translates into a 110% increase in the next 5 years. Eskom says the increase is necessary to ensure that they can provide the electricity needs for all South Africans. Cyril Menkes, SABC News.
World-renowned mathematicians, conservationists and mathematics graduates have begun working on research that could curb rhino poaching in South Africa. The research group at Wits University aims to formulate a mathematical model to find a solution to the problem. More than 660 rhinos were killed for their horns in 2012. Conservation economist Michael Rolfs.
There is a very heated debate about which is the best way to go about this, but no one has actually sat down and looked at the numbers and actually worked out, using mathematical models, how would the production work, what would be the impact on the market, what would be the feedback to producers, and what would likely be the ultimate impact on rhino populations.
Black fruit producers in the Western Cape have joined their white counterparts and condemn the ongoing farm workers' strike in the province. They say the intimidation of non-striking workers is unacceptable. 42 people have been arrested for public violence at De Doorns, Woolsley, Villiersdorp and Ladysmith. Emerging farmer Ishmael Motala.
The minimum wage of farm workers as we have it now must change, and it will change. We also agree that the living conditions of farm workers on farms must be habitable and must be acceptable in normal terms.
Global warming has caused monthly records for heat to increase 5-fold in frequency. That's according to a study by scientists in Germany and Spain. In parts of Europe, Africa and Asia, the frequency of months with record-breaking heat has surged 10-fold. The evidence comes from an analysis of 131 years of temperature data, monitored at 12,000 points around the world. The scientists say if man-made warming is stripped of the equation, 80% of the records will not have occurred. The last decade brought unprecedented heat waves. For instance, in Southern Africa and Australia at the moment, the US in 2012, Russia in 2010, and in Europe in 2003.